Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going! Hi everyone, my name is Rachel. If you are coming over from one of the other YouTube creators who are a part of that collaboration, you may not know that. If you're one of my regular subscribers, you probably do. I'm joining in 12 other lovely YouTubers for a series that's called For the Love of Crafting and Sharing. So basically once a month, we're going to take the time to work with different challenges, and there's of course scrapbookers that run the gamut from whether they create double pages, single pages, more artsy stuff, less artsy stuff, because it's all scrapbooking, it's all what we love to do, and we also all love to share it on YouTube. So this month's is called Express Yourself, and basically we're just supposed to do some sort of introductory thing where we go with our normal style with stuff we normally like to use, rather than being challenged by whether it be a scrap lift or a sketch or an idea or something like that. So I'm going to be doing a one-page, one-photo layout, simply because it's kind of my go-to for when I just want to get a page done. And also, this is my last layout for 2018. So once this is done, I can then organize all of my 2018 layouts and get them into an album. Haha. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys put on fast forward. I will tell you before I do that, I am working with the Pink Paisley Moonlight collection. This is a page kit I put together from that line, and then also in the description box below is going to be a link to everybody else's video. So I hope you head on over there and check out all the ladies. There's a bunch of different things, as I said, from arty people to double page people and everything in between. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys put on fast forward. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. So let's get going. Okay, so with the idea of using this month to express ourselves, I wanted to use a collection that I really liked, and this is the Moonlight collection from Pink Paisley. Pink Paisley is one of my favorite designer companies. I know they're a branch of American Crafts, but I definitely like almost every line they put out. They're also Paige Evans designs for them, and I'm a huge fan of her designs. So Pink Paisley is just one of my go-to companies when I want to look for new collections. So I've pulled out a doily. Now I know I'm scrapbooking my nephew, but it's a prom photo, darn it, so I can use a doily. As I said, this was 2018, his junior prom. One thing I've been doing a lot of lately is paper tearing, which I know is on the old school side, but I just love the natural look it gives. So I've got this bold floral, and I am layering it over its B-side, which is that black and white, really blown up in size houndstooth. And I just love the mix between the really realistic floral and the bold size, along with the very measured houndstooth. So when I was putting together this upper part, I was really interested in having the houndstooth be visible on both sides, but having the floral overlap that in the center. And it's stupid and goofy that was so important to me, but sometimes that'll be, it's like, I must have this specific design element, and I will rip the paper back 15 times until I get it correct. So I am going ahead and using a pattern paper for my background, and as you can see, I had taken a shower, so, yay, at least I was smelling okay. I go back and forth. A lot of times I do use white backgrounds, but quite often I will also go ahead and use a colored background, whether it be pattern paper or a colored cardstock. I don't own a ton of colored cardstock, but because if I'm going to go with a colored background, I do prefer it to be a pattern paper. Just even like something like this where the pattern is very muted, it's just something I prefer. So I had already matted my photo in that chalkboard floral, but I'm going to go ahead and mat it once again in the floral I have at the top and bottom of my page. I just thought that was a great way to bring the floral in throughout the layout. So I have from from the Moonlight collection, I have a bunch of embellishments. I have that word dream, which is in a cork, and it has little gold flecks embedded in it. And in that little section are also 3 little stars. So I'm going to use those throughout my layout. I also have this 3x4 cut apart, which I turn into a banner just by trimming it off, and I do like to use banners. I desperately want to use that butterfly piece, but it's just not going to work out. I'm going to try to cut it into a very slim banner because that butterfly is all the way at the bottom, and that was just really a dumb thing to do. It looked awful, so I ended up just not using it at all. So I have this die cut that says timeless, and I'm just fixing the word. That word says dream. I don't know how readable it is on the video. In real life, it's perfectly fine. I had also pulled this little washi strip, and I'm going to end up tucking it underneath where my ripped pages down at the bottom are. And then there were several other, in the Moonlight collection, it came with a little booklet of washi strips, and they had just the plain strips as well as ones with words and phrases and stuff like that. So I just kind of used that to run from the word dream down to the washi under the sheets. There are also some clear stickers that had a purple, violet, indigo color to them. And I added a couple of those. One says hashtag blessed, one says something else, and then there's an ampersand. So I went ahead and used all of those. Here's where I'm trying desperately to use that butterfly piece, and it just does not work out. I don't know what I was thinking trying to cut a banner when there was barely 1/8 of an inch between the butterfly and the end of the page. So I decide we're just going to move on. We are good with embellishing, and we're going to go on to the title. I pull out these Pebbles ones. I have every single letter except I didn't have an I, but I was able to take that question mark all the way over on the right-hand side underneath the X and trim that into an I. So it worked out perfectly. These I chose because these are my favorite style of thickers. They are a foam base with a thin paper chipboard topping. I really like these because you can get the shine of a chipboard, a chipboard, that's the correct word, but you get the stability and the stickability of a foam. So it's the best of both worlds for me, and I really like it. I'm going to finish up, or one of the last things I'm going to do is start using some sequins. Sequins are a new like for me. It's one of those things where when you get the proper tools, if you're someone who's annoyed by sequins, getting the proper tools really can help you. This little jewel picker and my little anti-static tray have helped so immensely with my ability to use sequins, I can't even tell you. So I just when I use sequins, what I take is take my little liquid glue and I just kind of dot around where I think it will look good. And then I add a bunch of sequins, and then after that, if I feel I need some more sequins, I'll go ahead and add more dots of glue. But I find usually my eye sees where the sequins go that will be most pleasing to my eye. So I do forget to add a journaling spot on camera. You will see it in the final photo. It's not a huge amount of journaling. I'm just talking about, who took and where it was and basic things, because as I don't know if I mentioned this, I did do another layout of them getting ready. It was raining, so they aren't great photos either, but it's what I had. I am going to finish off this layout with my usual item of misting. I am using Jenny B Blue from Shimmers, Sweetheart from Shimmers, and then Gold from Heidi Swap. So that tends to be the colors I use a lot of in misting. They're 3 of my favorite colors, and that is going to complete my layout for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. If you would not forget, please head on over to the other ladies doing this hop and check them out. They will all be in the description box. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day, and drop me a comment if you have any questions. All right, bye.